Hi everyone, welcome to week 8 of Research Writing. You've made it through almost home stretch last week, but you just about made it through Research Writing. A few things for this week. First of all, since this is the last week of the course, make sure you've checked off all of your reading. So if you have done your reading and have not checked it off, make sure you check it off. If you did not do all the required reading, please don't check it. But if you did do the required reading, just forgot to check it one week, go ahead and check that off, because as of next Monday then, it'll become a 0 if it hasn't been check marked as being read. Second of all, the evaluations I posted, I didn't mention in the video, but I posted about it, I believe, last week. The evaluations that Moody asks for, they're a very big help. They're a good help for Moody. They're a good help for me. They help, especially MDL is the one that designs all the courses. They set the coursework and the design of the curriculum, due dates, the schedule, everything like that. They do all that, and they always want feedback on that. And they actually are going to be updating this course this coming year and converting it to MLA 8, and then there'll be some other tweaks that will happen with the course as well. But let us know about the course, about me, anything that you'd like to share. It is anonymous. If you get super specific in your comments, and obviously we know who it is, but feedback. Let us know how MDL is doing, how it's working with the course, how they can improve, what they've done well, what I can improve, what I've done well. Share those thoughts with us. It should only take, I think, about 5 or 6 minutes is what the evaluation is, and it is a big benefit for Moody and for me as we all continue to move forward. Next. For this week then, obviously this week you're turning in your final draft of your research paper. My biggest thing that I tell people in this week is details. Focus on details. Obviously focus on your writing, but with the rubric for this final research paper, I'm going to attach it in the announcement for this week so you can see what everything is. Basically, everything in the instructions and everything that you've been graded on up to now. That's all the rubric. There's nothing new or surprising or anything that you haven't seen before in terms of the rubric and grading. So it's not a surprise, but I'll give you the rubric so that you can see exactly how you will be graded. And it really is in the details. Did you indent the second line of the works cited? Is it really all genuinely double spaced? Is all the font the same? Is all the font size the same? Because sometimes if something's pasted in, the font can change or the font size can change. So it really is all about nitpicky, little nitty-gritty details, in addition to the overall paper. For the final grading, everything will be due by a week from yesterday. That would be the March 4th, 5th, 6th. Yes, the 6th, I think. Yeah. Monday the 6th is when your final papers will be due. Everything in by 11:59 p.m. that night. If it's late, it'll be the same way that we've treated everything up until now. It's 5% off each day that it's late. And I have 2 weeks to be able to grade everything and get the grades in. I hope to do it quicker than that. I hope to do it in about a week so that you can know where you finally land. I can get everything wrapped up and final grades submitted. So usually I take about a week, at the most a week and a half, to get final grades and everything finally done and submitted after the course ends. And let's see, discussion board this week. Fairly open. Do you feel that you've learned something from the class? Why or why not? What was your biggest takeaway from everything you've done in this course? How would you rate your own participation? And something to note too is that Blackboard does evaluate you and your participation, especially in discussion boards. If you do like the bare minimum of 2 responses each week, or if you respond 4, 5, 6 times, or respond to someone's response to you, the more that you have been interacting, the better your participation percentage through Blackboard. And that's all done through Blackboard. That isn't anything that I do. That's beyond the grading rubric for the discussion board posts. This is just how, that's all based on how much participation you've done in the course. But then how would you evaluate your participation yourself in terms of not just for discussion board, but for effort in writing, in your assignments, in reading, and everything else. And so that's the discussion board post for this week. And finally, I tell this to all my students, when you have come and gone with this class, whether you're in another class in a year or a few months, or if you're 2 or 3 years down the road in terms of ministry, and you're working on something like, oh, I could use some direction, I could use some help, I have a question, I am always happy to answer those kinds of questions. That I enjoy doing that. And so you can email me at my Moody address, or if you're past Moody, you finished your studies and things like that, I will include in the announcements my personal email address, my Gmail address, so that you can email me through there as well in the future. If you have any questions or anything about grammar, punctuation, citations, writing style, things like that, please contact me and I'd be happy to help you. I believe that's it. If I think of something else in the coming days, I will post another announcement. But if not, this has been a great class. This has been one of the highest caliber writing classes for research writing that I've had. And it's been really, really good to see the progression that each of you have made throughout the course and throughout your updates and your edits and your writing. So I wish you all the best. And you should be seeing your final grades a week to a week and a half after the course is done.